Welcome to Winged Wolf Podcast. This is the podcast where we're going to keep it real and raw. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty, talking about everything that everyone's so scared to say. We're going to bring them onto the table to interview them about religion, about politics, about eating organic, living off the grid, the masculine, the feminine, their needs, their wants, what is lacking in today's society, this dating world. How do we create that tribe mentality again to get our families back together, to protect our children? We are going to talk about everything. We're going to travel. We're going to have some fun on this show. So let's get to it. Wing and Will Podcast. Let's rock and roll. Your host, Elizabeth Mooney. Ready to rock and roll?
Do it.
Okay. Welcome, everyone, to the Wing and Wolf Podcast. I'm your host, Elizabeth Mooney, and I'm here with a special guest, Mr. Rusty. So he plays at Music City Bar and Grill right down the road from my studio. I mentioned Music City a few times. I've interviewed some of Rusty's friends already. I've now known Rusty about 4 or 5 years now. So he's always such a kind, genuine soul, always smiling, such a great positive energy. And Rusty has played with some amazing artists, and that's why I wanted him to come on the show, because I'm sure he has a lot of stories. Right?
Some I can't tell.
So Rusty, you want to introduce yourself?
My name's Rusty Danmyer. I'm a steel guitar player. Been in Nashville about 30 years. I'm from North Carolina originally. And I've had the blessed life, the most blessed life that I've lived my dream and got to do everything I dreamed about when I was a kid. Play music for a living.
When did you start playing, and what did you start playing?
Well, my dad was a guitar player, and my grandmother also was a musician.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a guitar player, so I wanted to be a guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was about 4 years old, and
wow,
when I got to be about 7, he brought a steel guitar home for me and played a record and said, "Okay, what you hear right on this record, this is what this thing is." Mm-hmm. And I just was just fascinated by it and fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to do that.
And the steel guitar, it's such a beautiful sound.
I think so. That's what made me fall in love with it.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you and Eddie plays steel guitar too. He was in the episode at the Opry. So when you guys are together playing, mm-hmm. he goes on guitar, right?
He plays bass. He's an incredible bass player, but he's a world-class steel guitar player for sure.
Wow. And you guys play a lot together.
We do. We've been, I've known Eddie since he came to town when he was a much younger man. And you know, when he's playing steel, obviously we don't play together.
Right.
But over there with the Playboys, he came back to town mm-hmm. and wanted to play bass. So now I get to work with him 2 nights a week for the last 10, 15 years.
Wow. So you started around 7, but really 4 years old, getting introduced to it. Mm-hmm. You're from North Carolina. Yep. And when did you come to Nashville?
1994.
Wow. And what brought you here?
Well, leading up to that, I was making a living in music, playing bars in Charlotte, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And the club I worked at, a place called Coyote Joe's, they had national music acts coming in every week. And I'd go out there and meet the musicians and watch them sound check and all that stuff. And got to know musicians. And a friend of mine who had been playing steel with another artist came through again with Martina McBride, and he was playing acoustic for her. And he asked if I'd be interested in that job.
Wow.
I said, shoot, yes. So I came out eventually and auditioned and got the job.
Wow. So your first big artist is Martina McBride. Mm-hmm.
It's been about 2.5 years there, back 94 to summer of 96, I guess.
And that's why you came to Nashville?
Yes.
Wow. So you always knew this is what you wanted to do?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's always what I wanted to do. Went through high school and everything. And actually, I came to Nashville in 88 or 89 mm-hmm. just to see it, as an adult. And I came here, and as it was kind of, I thought it was fate that the Opryland theme park was holding auditions that weekend. Hmm. So I'm here and I got my guitar. I said, it's meant to be. So I went and auditioned mm-hmm. And got a letter in the mail a few weeks later, said thanks, but no thanks.
Okay.
So at that point, like I said, I graduated high school. I was still playing in bars around town with some different, little local bands. It was like, well, I'd graduated college, and I was like, well, I had a job repairing electronic stuff. So, well, maybe this is what I need to do. So I was doing that, and had kind of not given up on music. I still played on the weekends, but my phone rang, and a theme park in North Carolina was having auditions, and I went up there and decided to get that. Decided the audition, and I got that job. And
you did get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was back into music, playing 5 days a week. And
it's amazing how, you audition some things and you don't get it. Some things you do because it's just like the path that's leading you, because that really revived, the spirit of it again.
And I think, when I came out here, it wasn't a big period of time in between when I got turned down here and I got the other job. But I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to be here yet. And I wouldn't change a thing, and I wouldn't go back and change anything.
Right.
Because
were there any other jobs you've worked along the way?
I've been, so lucky to make a living in music for 30, 40 years, I guess.
Wow.
I did have when I graduated high school and went to a little community college, got a job repairing electronic equipment, and did that for about 2 years and really enjoyed it. It was a challenge every day. And that was my one time having a real job.
One time.
Yep.
Wow.
Unless you count COVID, when I went to work at Ace Hardware for about 8 months. So that was a real job right there too.
Right.
Aside from that, I've been just making a living playing music. Thank the Lord.
Yeah. Now, what instruments have you played?
Well, I once fancied myself as a multi-instrumentalist, but Nashville will humble you very quickly about that. So, but I grew up playing some guitar, but I love bluegrass music as well. So I played dobro with my dad. He's a banjo player also. But I came to Nashville, and I've been lucky enough to play steel guitar and dobro, some acoustic guitar,
mandolin, right?
And I wasn't a mandolin player, but I had one, and I
love
that with Martina.
The sound, because it's like that salsa Latin.
Oh yeah,
I love that sound.
But then, like I say, Nashville, when you hear the people play it the way they're supposed to be played, quickly put mine in my case. And so it's like I say, Nashville just is the epicenter of just incredible musicians, and they're all just top of the world.
Right. They really are. There's such phenomenal musicians here.
Yeah.
So now, after Martina McBride, then where did your path lead?
I left her and kind of bounced around a little bit. There's a handful of new artists that I worked with, and luckily, like I say, that the ones that I worked with had enough work to where I was keeping my head above water. But I worked with a guy named Daryl Dodd for a little while. I worked with Tanya Tucker for a little while.
Okay.
And these are all like a couple of months, and some new artists. And then in 1997, I guess, is when LeAnn Rimes came out and was in her first band. And
how did you get that?
Well, another thing about Nashville, word of mouth helps out.
Yeah.
And actually, the bass player that was going to go to work for her was the band leader in Martina's band. So I knew him already.
Yeah.
And then a couple other guys in the band, put in a nice word for me.
Nice.
Well, there wasn't even a band. Yeah, they were forming.
Yeah.
One, so the people they were talking with.
So just like, the recommendations, the relationships you're building, who you're meeting.
Word of mouth, and networking, and shaking hands and meeting the right folks. And
that's why I think it's so beautiful. Like between Cotton's story, your story, Eddie's story, you guys really blessed to this is what you've done your whole life. And at Music City, you're there 5 days a week?
Just there 2 days a week.
Oh, you're there too?
But I'm at the Palace a couple days a week. So
totaling.
Yeah, right now I'm doing about 4 days a week.
4 days a week. So that, And then you also went on tour with Alan Jackson.
Yep, I've been with Alan for the last 7 or 8 years, I guess.
Wow.
That's how time flies. But Alan's kind of slowing down right now. So, but meanwhile, I mean, throughout most all of these artist gigs that I had, I still found time to play in town in the bars because it's fun.
Yeah,
and I get to really stretch out and just let your hair down. You don't have to play a show every night. You get to improvise, and so I'm glad I kept it up too because when you're on the road, you don't necessarily get to practice as much as you need to.
Right, you're just performing, closing up.
Yep.
Performing, closing up. Yeah,
exactly. And I do love the atmosphere. Just playing with your friends, playing country music, and
because with Alan Jackson, it's you and Joey, right?
Me and Joey, and then Roger Bob Wills plays bass with Alan.
Oh, okay.
And he fills in with the Playboys a lot too. So,
oh,
when Eddie's not there, we have Roger.
Okay.
So yeah,
and that's nice because you guys are already friends. Play here all the time, Music City, and then you're with Alan Jackson.
Yep, helps
that's
out.
Great. Yeah, I know. I've been wanting to come to a show.
Let's hope he has more. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So today you're at Nashville Palace. Who do you play with there?
A lady named Becky Henson. She plays bass and sings and fronts the band. And it's me and her and actually Randy Mason from the Playboys and William Bagby from the Playboys. So it's kind of half the Playboys is go to the Palace.
Yeah. So right here, Nashville Palace, Music City Bar and Grill. And then you've heard the top people in this country music world that you played with. Anyone else that you said LeAnn Rimes, right?
I forgot. Yes, I've spent 10 years with LeAnn Rimes.
10 years. Wow. I used to sing the song Blue to Danica when she was a baby.
We played it every show.
Really?
So, but she was great. We had a lot of fun out there, and that was after I left Womack, and had a good time. She was good to me and my family.
Oh, good.
And then I left her in, I want to say about 10 years ago. So, yeah, I guess so.
Wow. So you see my musician friends here, I have them on the show and I'm very like, I know who's the right guest because what I look for and what I know of them is they're so talented, they are successful, but they're so humble. And if you met Rusty out at Kroger, you wouldn't know. He'd just smile at you, say hi. But that's what it is. It's about being humble because you know how hard you've worked to get here and all the different people and the people you've touched. And it's just a blessing and you are living in gratitude.
I'm very grateful. And like I said earlier, I just have to look to my left to be humbled because, again, there's a world-class steel guitar player standing over my shoulder 2 nights a week. And I know what a great player he is. And so it's, like I said, in Nashville, you're surrounded by incredible musicians.
So what advice would you give, whether it's someone that wants to be a musician or new to town, or they want to pursue their dreams and goals, but they keep on getting knocked down? And whether it's parents and family be like, no, you can't do it, or life, or they're going on those auditions and they're not getting it. In general, what advice would you give them? Like, what kept you going?
I felt like I had a gift, and things kind of fell into place. But life, it doesn't matter whether you're going to be a musician or what you're going to be. Life's going to knock you down, and it's going to challenge you.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily just musicians, but
right. It's all.
And I you kind of heard my story about me being a musician, but this was 30 years ago when I came to town. But I still think the formula is to be here. You got to be present to win. Now, I say I got lucky, and I'm not going to say that I did it differently, but I mean, yes, I was in Charlotte when I got the job. But when I got here And when I left that job, then I had to get another job. And the best way to get that is to be here, and surround yourself with good people, good musicians, and, try to stay out of trouble also.
Right. Because you're around it, the nightlife, the alcohol, the drugs, the women, this, that. Like there's so, but then I feel like after a while it kind of gets redundant, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I still love playing in the bar room.
No, but the like,
not so much for the reasons I did before. I mean,
right.
Because yes, it's fun to be on stage in front of people, and it's fun to it's a good feeling if they appreciate what you do. And it's fun to be a kid and think you're bulletproof and can party until 4 a.m. every night.
But you had fun though. I'm sure there are a lot of good times.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But eventually you get your priorities straighter.
You see what like really matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So same like Danica, she just came back to me because I was going to Florida. The home got hit by the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't renew my apartment here. I bought that. Now that's gone. So I had to call my mom. Can you please put Danica in school? So now that's what brought me to New York. Here, business, there to repair and deal with FEMA and everything. So now that she's back with me and I got this cute little home in Old Hickory,
nice.
And I sit outside with her in the morning, just like listening to the birds, and we planted a rose bush and vegetables, and she's out there helping me. And at night, it's just being present. So I went out a lot. Like you saw me dancing a lot because I know now and I was like, wow, interesting. It's not like I miss it because it's like being present with her and making, dinner and things like that. It's just things kind of shift your priorities. And I get to go here and do this. And I still fill my cup with everything I love and interacting. And then my family.
Yep. Things have a way of, working their way out and bringing us to different spots that we didn't, maybe wouldn't have thought of. And, but
the journey,
there you go.
It's a journey that we're on. And, it's funny because Eddie would always be like, so we're up here, but like, that's your stage when I would be dancing.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly it. I'm like, you guys are protected up there. I'm like, that's why you see me boogie. Yeah.
True. Luckily, I mean, that part of town's pretty safe, thank goodness. But no, but you are exactly right. And yes, definitely you for what you do for a living. We notice you out there, and it's so much fun for us to watch because you do it so well. And there are some other good dancers out there too. Some couples that come out that really we watch and it blows our mind,
Yeah.
But again, that is your stage, and that's their stage. And even a couple that are out there stepping on each other's toes, they're out there. That's their stage. That's their they're entertaining themselves, and
and it's energy for both of us. That's why dancing and like my friends, you guys as musicians, and the dancer, we just feed. I feed off your music, the energy. So it's just,
and we feed off y'all. I mean, if you'll hear the singers, thank y'all for dancing,
right?
Because we are we're there to entertain. We're there to. It's great to have people sitting out there and listening attentively. That means a lot to us, and applauding after every song.
Yeah.
But having folks dance is another way of showing y'all's appreciation.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's maybe people don't dance as much as they used to, or maybe our crowd isn't as big dancing crowd, except for
it's growing. When I first came here, which is why I came here 4 years ago, but I started looking 5 years ago, there wasn't really dancing at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then since me being here, it has really, really grown. Grown.
You may be helping that.
I know, that's what they said. They're like, Liz, you brought dancing back to Nashville because there was nothing.
And I was in Charlotte in the early 90s when the line dance craze started.
You're right.
So, I mean, every night in this bar I played, it was a packed dance floor.
That's what it is now.
Yeah.
So it's back to that.
It's a big old cycle.
Yeah. And it's interesting too, because now I've only been here 4 years, but people are like, you're like a veteran. I'm like, how did I become a veteran? Like,
Time flies.
Yeah, it flies. Like, it's so wild. So, Rusty, where can everyone check you out? On Facebook?
Facebook, yes. I don't do the other ones yet. It's over my head. I'm technologically challenged. But so yeah, I'm on Facebook, and
I'm going to put some clips in the video of you performing. Okay. So, and then there, when you perform with them, do you also go in the studio and cut with them too on the tracks?
We've done a couple of projects as the Playboys.
Oh.
We just did one, like I say, maybe a year ago. It may have been 2 years now. But we do record. I mean, we've got some clients. They come to town, and we back them up as a band. But everybody on that stage, has recordings. I mean, different clients that they work for. So sometimes we go as a band, but usually it's just.
I know what you mean. So what I'll do is, just so you can see clips of Rusty playing, if you just send me over the years, so I can just mash it up into this video.
I'll get you something.
Okay. Well, Rusty, thank you.
Thank you, Liz.
All right, guys. Wing and Wolf Podcast, your host, Elizabeth Mooney. Wing and Wolf.